You shot straight, but you shot late. Hi, Lem. This is the Rundown Podcast.
I'm gonna give you the rundown.
A Jacksonville rapper says he was the target of gunfire in Riverside early Monday, and he fired back in self-defense. I'm John Bachman.
I'm Tanika Hughes. The rapper Julio went online to reveal his part in a shooting that left many neighbors worried. Action News Jack's Robert Grant is live in Riverside. And Robert, several homes and cars were caught in the crossfire.
Tanika, police responded to the scene here early Monday morning here at the corner of Ernest Street and Goodwin Street. A trail of bullet holes mark that shootout all the way down Ernest.
Heard a noise going, like if someone was dumping recycled tin cans into the trash can.
This neighbor later realized it was the sound of a shootout. His Riverside house and others caught in the line of fire.
Noticed a bullet hole in the wall. Looked up to the ceiling to know that the bullet ricocheted off of the ceiling.
He asked to remain anonymous for safety concerns, but he's thankful him and his wife weren't hit.
Having this flying around your neighborhood is not something that you want.
According to the police report, the victim is Charles Jones, a Jacksonville rapper known as Foolio.
I need y'all to listen and pay attention.
The artist has a growing fan base with nearly 1 million followers on Instagram. According to the report, Foolio was headed to his SUV when he heard shots and returned fire. 3 other witnesses heard multiple gunshots while they were finishing recording and came outside, guns in hand. Neighbors tell me there's a recording studio inside the home on Ernest Street.
We're going to be a lot more vigilant.
Police say Foolio was grazed by a bullet on his ankle. The rapper claimed innocence on Instagram Live shortly after the shootout.
I shot back in self-defense. Y'all dumb.
Action News Jack's law and safety expert Dale Carson, a defense attorney and former officer, says it's a risk posting about a crime on social media.
It's not a good idea to put any information relating to a potential personal injury from an assault.
And police found 4 handguns owned by Foolio and the other witnesses there, along with 20 shell casings and an AR-15. Right now, no suspect information to report from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office.
Hey man, it's OG Jucario. Now back at you with another one. And I had to come spin the YouTube block because like I said, I got the 18-page court document drop on the evidence, the discovery on what happened to Julio that night he was gunned down in that Home 2 Suites parking lot, right? Now, according to LPR research revealed that on May 28, 2024, less than a month before the murder, BMW bearing Florida tags, #53DYN registered to defendant Isaiah Chance was photographed in the driveway of defendant Sean Gathright's house by LPR equipped on a tow truck. The suspect Black Impala was registered under the name Sean Gathright's mother. However, it's determined to be primarily driven by Sean Gathright as his personal vehicle, and that vehicle was used in the murder of Julio, this black Chevy Impala. The court documents read that on 6/26/2024, the suspect Chevy Impala was captured in Polk County near the house of Sean Gathright's family member, Witness 1. Detectives made contact with Witness 1 and obtained a statement from them. Witness 1 went on to advise that Witness 1 was contacted by Sean Gathright on the afternoon of 6/23/2024, the day that Foolio was gunned down, from his telephone number of 904-945, whatever. Gathright told Witness 1 that he was on his way to visit and subsequently arrived at the residence sometime during the evening hours of 6/23/2024. Witness 1 advised that when he arrived, he was driving the black Impala in question. According to Witness 1, during Gathright visit, he stated that he had given a ride to a couple of his friends to what Witness 1 assumed was the Tampa area. Gathright ate dinner at Witness 1's house, went into a bedroom to rest for a short time, and then left to return to Jacksonville. Gathright left the black Chevy Impala at the residence and drove away in a gold 2004 Chevy 4Runner, which is also registered to Gathright's mother, back to Jacksonville. Witness 1 advised that prior to switching the vehicles, Gathright removed items from the Impala and transferred them to the 4Runner. Witness 1 advised that some of these items were camera bags, right? And that Gathright allegedly used to store his photography equipment there. Witness 1 provided consent to detectives to review the surveillance video camera footage at the house. Detectives confirmed Sean Gathright arrived at this house approximately 12 hours after the homicide at approximately 16:30 hours, wearing all black clothing similar in style to what was observed on the surveillance video at the shooting. Sean Gathright went inside the house for a couple of hours and then came back outside in approximately 18:30 hours. Sean Gathright appeared to be wiping on and cleaning the exterior of the vehicle and interior door handles with a rag, which he appeared to be speaking on the cellular phone at the same time. Gathright also transferred multiple bags into the garage where the 2004 gold 4Runner bearing Florida license plate tags #UVH5T was located, and then he left in that same 4Runner. On 6/26/2024, 3 days after Foolio's murder, during the evening hours, Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, JSO, conducted a traffic stop for a traffic infraction on the 4Runner Sean Gathright was driving. The odor of pot was detected in the 4Runner, which led to a probable cause search. During the search, JSO located a Glock 9mm semi-automatic pistol in the center console. The search also revealed a bag consistent to the one being seen transferred from the Impala to the 4Runner at his family member's house. Inside the bag, they located 223 rifle live rounds and approximately 9 rifle spent casings. They also located a loose 9mm barrel and a loose firing pin belonging to a Glock. The barrel and firing pin were determined to come from a Generation 5 9mm Glock. Ultimately, neither the pistol found in the car or the loose barrel and firing pin matched the casings recovered from the homicide of Julio, right? The spent rifle casings found in Sean Gathright's vehicle did have the presumptive match, awaiting FDLE confirmation to 2 prior shootings. Now check this out. The spent rifle casings found in Sean Gathright's vehicle did have a presumptive match, awaiting FDLE confirmation to 2 prior shootings. One of the shootings was a homicide on 5/23/2024 in close proximity to a girlfriend of defendant Isaiah Chance. JSO report 2024-00318-206 in Jacksonville, Florida. The second shooting was a prior attempt on the life of the victim, number 1, Charles Jones, on 10/7/2023. JSO report 2023-006-08083 in Jacksonville, Florida. On 6/27/2024, at approximately 1900 hours, JSO simultaneously executed a search warrant at Sean Gathright's house in reference to one of their own homicide investigations. The scope of their search included any firearms related items. During the search inside Sean Gathright's house, in a gun safe, they located multiple rifles with at least one equipped with a brass catcher consistent with the one seen on the camera being used in our homicide of Charles Jones. 2 9mm spent casings were also found in the same safe as the rifles. The spent 9mm casings found in Sean Gathright's home safe were presumptive NIBIN match, awaiting FDLE confirmation to the 9mm spent casings found at the scene of the crime, the homicide and attempted homicides that occurred on 6/23/2024, providing a link between Sean Gathright and the Glock pistol used at the scene of this murder and motive evidence for previously trying to kill the victim, Charles Jones, better yet known as Julio Foolio. Although multiple Glocks were recovered between Sean Gathright and Isaiah Chance, the actual Glock used in the homicide of Charles Jones has yet not to be recovered by law enforcement. So say, man, hey man, there you have evidence, right? Court documents stating that when they did the search on Sean Gathright's forerunner that he was driving during that traffic stop, right? And this is 3 days after the murder of Julio. They found evidence, right? Casings, shell casings. Now, they didn't find the Glock pistol, the 9mm that was used, but they did find those bullet shell casings. And also, when they searched Sean Gathright's house, in that safe, this boy was keeping the bullet shell casings that he used from the 9mm inside that safe. Now, ain't that crazy, you guys? Why would he be holding on to the bullet shell casings that were used in the murder, in the shooting? The court documents are saying, look, we found the evidence that we need to tie Sean Gathright to the murder of Foolio. When they did that search on his house, they found one of the rifles in a safe with that brass catcher on it, the same one that was used allegedly in the shooting of Foolio and the other victims that were on the scene. Wow, why is this guy still in possession of the same gun that was used in the crime? Then those 2 spent 9mm casings were in that safe as well that matched the same casings, right, that were at I guess were left at the scene. That's how they matched them up with the ones that he had off in that safe at his house. Now, if you're gonna pick up some of the casings, why not pick up all the casings, Sean? That just doesn't make sense. Then he kept these bullet shell casings for safekeeping at his house in the safe, right? And that was very, very stupid of Sean Gathright. And all this right here is tying him directly to the murder of Julio Foolio at that Home 2 Suites, right? And also the shooting of other people, innocent victims, who was hit in the crossfire while the shooting was happening. So not only did they find evidence at Sean's house in that safe, right, with those 9mm spent casings, right, and that rifle with the brass shell catcher on it, right, they also are saying that some of that evidence matched evidence that was used in a previous shooting where they tried to target Foolio coming out of that studio. That's right. So, and then another homicide that occurred, some of this evidence matches as well. So that's crazy, you guys, that this guy is still harboring and holding on to evidence, casings, guns that he was using in these shooting sprees and these murders and crimes, terrorizing the Jacksonville and Tampa cities. And according to these court documents, Sean Gathright was indeed previously trying to kill Julio Foolio. And just so happened that Julio Foolio escaped that time and he shot back at these individuals, right? Sean and whoever else was involved in the hit, the attempted hit, before they actually gunned him down and took his life, right? So as seen in that clip that I played in the beginning, Julio Foolio said that was self-defense. Say, man, hey man, I'm coming out the studio, right? And these guys are shooting at me. So, you know, that right there was self-explanatory. And it just so happened that unfortunately, Sean Gathright kept trying and trying until he finally succeeded in taking the life of drill rapper Julio Foolio. So yeah, man, those spent rifle casings that was found in the forerunner that Sean was transporting with him everywhere for some reason, for some dumbass reason, were a part of that attempted hit on Foolio the first time at that studio. So y'all keep it locked to OG Jucario TV as I bring y'all more court document information in the Julio Foolio investigation. And for the latest in hip hop and celebrity news, this is OG Jucario TV. You're watching the Rundown Podcast. I appreciate everybody for spinning with me. I appreciate all my subscribers for sliding with your boy every time. And say, man, hey man, keep hitting that like button, keep hitting that subscribe button, and look, turn on post notification so we can slide whenever I get the drop. You already know what it is, man. It's deeper than Buddha, you hear me? And guess what? I'm gone.